In the beginning there was no fear of symbols, only curiosity. Early humans carved shapes into stone, without fully understanding why certain forms kept returning circles, lines, eyes, and stars appearing again and again as if guided by something unseen. These markings would later evolve into what we now call occult symbols, but their true origin remains unknown. As civilizations rose, these symbols gained meaning and power. In ancient temples, they were used to communicate with forces believed to exist beyond the physical world. Priests and mystics guarded this knowledge, carefully passing it only to the chosen. Few because they believed these symbols were not just representations, but gateways, tools that could influence reality itself. Across continents and centuries, the same patterns emerged, the all-seeing eye watching silently from above the pentagram drawn with precision, the circle representing protection or imprisonment. Depending on how it was used, these symbols appeared in cultures that never had contact with one another, yet they carried the same purpose, the same energy, as if humanity was unknowingly connected to a hidden source of knowledge. But it is not their presence that disturbs researchers. It is what follows their use throughout history. There have been countless reports of rituals performed using these symbols, followed by strange and often terrifying events. People spoke of shadows, moving where no light should exist, whispers heard in empty rooms, and a feeling of being watched long after the rituals had ended. Some claimed to have opened doors that should have remained closed. During the medieval period, fear of these symbols reached its peak. They were associated with forbidden practices, and those who used them were often accused of dealing with dark forces. Yet even as they were hunted, the knowledge never disappeared. It went underground, preserved in secret manuscripts, hidden chambers, and coded texts waiting to be rediscovered. Secret societies began to form around this hidden knowledge groups that believed the symbols held the key to power and understanding beyond ordinary human limits. They studied them in silence, performing rituals and experiments away from the public. I convinced that these ancient signs could unlock something greater, whether that was enlightenment control or something far more dangerous. In modern times, the symbols have resurfaced once again, appearing in art, architecture, media, and even everyday life, often unnoticed by those who do not know what to look for. Some believe this is coincidence. Others are convinced it is intentional. A silent reintroduction of ancient knowledge into a world that has forgotten its meaning. What makes these symbols truly unsettling is not just their history, but their effect on those who study them deeply. Many have reported a growing obsession, an unexplainable pull towards understanding them, as if the symbols themselves demand attention. Some describe vivid dreams. Others speak of patterns appearing in their daily lives, repeating in ways that defy logic. Science attempts to explain these experiences as psychological projection, the human brain searching for meaning in chaos. But this explanation does not fully account for the consistency of these reports across different individuals and cultures. Same feelings, the same experiences, the same sense that something is watching from just beyond perception. So the question remains, are these symbols simply creations of human imagination, or are they fragments of a hidden reality, something ancient, something patient, waiting to be understood? Because if there is even a small chance that these symbols hold real power, then every time one is drawn, every time one is studied, we may be doing more than observing history. We may be interacting with something that has been observing us all along.